Word is that the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, isn't exactly thrilled about the idea of running into the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. There's some chatter that she's feeling a bit anxious about the possibility of Harry and Meghan getting an invite for Christmas 2023.
And you said yes, obviously.
Of course, yes. Yeah.
Like, I could only imagine her anxiety and how it extends not just on this occasion, but other occasions that members of the royal family usually attend together. And just thinking about the potential awkwardness of a royal family Christmas that has Meghan, Harry, William, Kate, and King Charles all in one room, yeah, that gives me anxiety. But getting into the details though, insiders have shared that Kate is kind of on edge, thinking that Meghan and her family might show up uninvited for a royal face-off during Christmas 2023. Recent news suggests that Meghan really wants Prince Harry to mend things with his dad and brother, and Kate's concerned that this family drama might spark up again like crazy throughout the holiday season.
I've got a photographic memory, pretty much a legal superhero.
The insider also specifically had this to say. She's made no secret of the fact that she's also concerned they may effectively try to gatecrash the family festivities. If that happened, she'd be furious. The plans are all so up in the air, they're not sure what's happening, which is naturally creating a lot of unsettled feelings, and Kate is feeling stressed and on edge about it all. Kate just wants a peaceful family Christmas without drama, and she knows that if Harry and Meghan show up, it will ruin it, and they'll be forced to endure yet more conflict and upset. The source spilled some more details too, saying that Prince William is also feeling just as on edge as Kate is. Apparently, he's not too thrilled about the idea of catching up with his brother Harry or Harry's wife Meghan, but he's all in to see his niece and nephew though. But where does Harry and Meghan stand on this issue? In response to this, one journalist named Lynn Carrot reports that apparently Meghan and Harry are open to spending some time with the family during the holidays. And here's what she had to say, and I quote, "According to friends of Meghan and Harry, they are keen to return to the family fold to see more of Charles, allow their children, Archie and Lilibet, to spend the festive season with their grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins, which they have never done before." One thing to mention is that Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle's rocky relationship goes back a few years, and according to a writer, Omid Scobie, in his new book, Endgame, Inside the Royal Family and the Monarchy's Fight for Survival, he says that Kate wasn't really in favor of Meghan from the start. He says that her doubts began when Meghan first joined the royal family, and things got even more strained since Prince Harry and Meghan took a step back from their senior royal roles and moved to California in 2020. And of course, Prince William and Harry's relationship was a bit strained too, especially after Harry claimed in his book Spare that William got physical with him during an altercation one time.
Insiders are saying that Meghan Markle felt she was more qualified than Kate Middleton to speak on charitable matters. Yeah, that is quite the claim.
Yeah, extraordinary. I'm sure you're experiencing the same.
Source tells The Telegraph that Meghan believed her background in philanthropy granted her a greater authority to address certain issues compared to Princess Kate.
For me, it's very important to meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly.
The insider added that upon joining the royal family, the Duchess of Sussex felt she could share her wisdom and teach the royal family a thing or two about charity. Meghan was also allegedly uncomfortable with the Prince and Princess of Wales holding a higher status in the palace hierarchy.
You'll often hear people say, well, you're helping women find their voices. And I fundamentally disagree with that.
So now this is where the claims get even nastier. As we know, Meghan was an actress prior to joining the royal family, so sources say that Meghan felt like she was a self-made woman, having built a career for herself before Prince Harry, whereas she felt Kate hadn't really had her own career. So the source said she seemed to feel like she had more of a right to speak than her sister-in-law, who had married into the family as an unknown, whereas Meghan regarded herself as a philanthropist.
Wow, you're pretty.
Good.
you've hit on me. We can get it out of the way that I am not interested.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't hitting on you.
Trust me.
I hope these comments are true. First of all, it shouldn't be a contest for who's more charitable, and that's kind of what it feels like. And second, I think it's unfair to discredit someone's success like that, especially considering Prince William and Princess Kate met in college, so majority of her adulthood has been spent with him. Not to mention, success means different things to different people. However, these allegations are simply from a royal insider and not the royal family. Who knows what was really said, if anything at all. Now we know there's been rumblings about a feud between Meghan and Kate over the years. Omid Scobie previously wrote in his book, Finding Freedom, that Kate did not establish a meaningful relationship with Meghan. Reports also suggested that Meghan received a lukewarm reception from a more formal William and Kate as a relationship with Prince Harry became serious. So in Harry's book Spare, he mentioned that when he first introduced Meghan to his brother, Kate remained in the garden, so that wasn't exactly the warm welcome that they had anticipated. Of course, Omid's latest book, Endgame, Inside the Royal Family and the Monarchy's Fight for Survival, makes even more comments about the apparent royal rift. Harry and Meghan are currently facing a lot of backlash as they stay silent on some of the more explosive accusations published, specifically regarding the comments two royals allegedly made about their son Archie. So Meghan and Harry previously made these claims to Oprah during their 2021 tell-all interview. Meghan said there were conversations in the palace about Archie's skin color,
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
However, they did not mention by name who made these comments. But the Dutch version of Scobie's book revealed that the two royals were King Charles and Kate Middleton, allegedly. This allegation was only in the Dutch version, and since it was released, Omid has apparently insisted that he did not include the names, so I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but these are some serious accusations. The royal family has yet to publicly comment on any of the stories in Endgame, which is a business-as-usual approach for the firm, but apparently legal action is not off the table. According to sources, the final decision to take legal action lies with King Charles, and he apparently will not act hastily. Sources close to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex tell the Daily Mail that Meghan never intended for King Charles and Princess Kate to be identified in the book.
Meghan Markle and Princess Kate have had their fair share of difficulties in their relationship, and there have been some clear signs that these two women just can't get along at all.
Yeah, extraordinary. I'm sure you're experiencing the same.
Author Omid Scobie pointed fingers at Kate Middleton, accusing her of not building a meaningful friendship with Meghan in his book, Finding Freedom, written with collaboration of the Sussexes, by the way. Now, the Duchess, Meghan, never progressed beyond a courteous relationship with Kate, and it seems like Kate didn't go out of her way either to make Meghan feel included.
I just think being able to sort of come together to find some sort of common ground.
The Sussexes reportedly believed Kate didn't play a role in bridging the divide between the brothers, Harry and William, as she remained fiercely loyal to her husband and the royal family. Outside of that, though, Meghan is said to have felt that she had a greater right to speak compared to her sister-in-law Kate.
A company had approached me and they basically just wanted to do MeghanMarkle.com.
According to a source from The Telegraph, the Duchess of Sussex saw herself as a self-made woman with more life experience than Kate, who has, per Meghan's perspective, hadn't really built her own career. Whoa.
Wow, you're pretty.
Good. You've hit on me. We can get it out of the way that I am not interested.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't hitting on you.
Trust me.
And here's what the source also added. She seemed to feel like she had more of a right to speak than her sister-in-law, who had married into the family as an unknown, whereas Meghan regarded herself as a philanthropist who could teach the royals a thing or two about charity. I think she found it difficult that the Royal Foundation was already a well-oiled machine by the time she got there.
For me, it's very important to meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly.
Another sign is that in Prince Harry's book Spare, Prince Harry shares an instance where his wife and his sister-in-law Kate didn't quite see eye to eye during the early days of their relationship. There was a disagreement about bridesmaid dresses before their wedding that left Meghan in tears, and Kate apparently made a face when Meghan borrowed her lip gloss. Also, according to Omid Scobie's new book, Endgame, Kate Middleton also reacts with a combination of shuddering as well as giggling every time that she hears Meghan Markle's name mentioned. Meghan Markle has also criticized Kate herself in her and Harry's docu-series on Netflix, and reflecting on their initial meeting, Meghan expressed her surprise at the formalities behind the scene among members of the royal family, and she talked about the perceived lack of warmth from Kate, mentioning no hugging policy that seemed to characterize their interactions. And speaking about this whole thing in an episode of the docuseries, here's what Meghan had to say in her own words. When Will and Kate came over and I met her for the first time, they came over for dinner. I remember I was in ripped jeans and I was barefoot. I was a hugger. I've always been a hugger. I didn't realize that is really jarring for a lot of Brits. I guess I started to understand very quickly that the formality on the outside carried through on the inside. There is a forward-facing way of being, and then you close the door and go, oh, you can relax now. But the formality carries over on both sides, and that was surprising to me. And also, another sign was that before the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's royal wedding in May of 2018, Harry claims that Meghan Markle made a bold remark about Kate, suggesting that she must have baby brain due to her hormones. The comment didn't sit well at all with Kate, as you could imagine, and according to the book, Harry claims that she was very upset and Meghan apologized, explaining it was just how she talks to her friends. However, William stepped in and reportedly pointed a finger at Meghan, and he said, well, it's rude, Meghan, these things are not done here. And that's when Meghan responded by saying, if you don't mind, keep your finger out of my face. This remark reportedly left Meghan very upset, especially as she was reportedly warned that she wasn't close enough to Kate to make remarks about her hormones or just say things like that at all to Kate. They just weren't there yet on that level. So these are just some of the signs from both perspective, Harry, Meghan, Kate, William, from their perspectives of why these two women never get along, or it doesn't seem like they fostered a real genuine friendship or relationship in the first place.